Hello everybody. So this is a tutorial or some help for you for solving equation number 3, or the slide solving equations 3. So we have a fraction here. And sometimes this looks to be more complicated than what it really is. And again, I know some of you are probably saying, well, I can do this mentally. Why do I have to show all the help? But like your teachers have said, we're starting with the training wheels on. And eventually we're going to take those training wheels off and we're going to have some pretty hefty equations that you're going to have to solve. And by starting out simple, you get the process down. And the process and the steps are going to be the same even for these longer equations. So they may seem harder because they're longer, but they're still going to be pretty easy if you know the math. So what are we going to do here? We have to isolate that. Well, again, you see a B here. Where's the X? Well, remember, we can use any of those letters to represent whatever we want to represent. So it doesn't always have to be an X. Don't let that fool you. So we want to get B, and we want to solve it. And we want to get it all by itself. But there's a problem. You have B over 4. So how do we get rid of that? Now, your problem may not have a sketch pad, but I put a sketch pad here so we could work this out together. So if we have a B, and it's over 4, we want to get that B all by itself. So we have B fourths. Think of it as a fraction here. You might say, but Mr. Rattoon, it's not a fraction. There's a B there. Well, how many B's are there? There's one B, so it's 1/4 B, or it's 1B over 4. So how can we get rid of this denominator, this 4? Now, if you're thinking, oh, we've talked about that already a couple times this year. If I take it and I multiply it by 4 over 1, or remember 4 over 1 is just 4. If I do that and I got a TBS at the both sides, what does that do? Well, then this is going to cancel out, and now you are left with 1B over 1. And what's 1 over 1? 1. So I'm left with simply a B. Now on this side, we have to TBS it. If we took 4 times 1B, now we have to take 9 times 4 over 1. And what's 9 times 4? If you said 36, you are correct. And we can double check that. We can take, okay, 36 divided by 4. Oh, that does equal 9. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type up my thinking. So that way, if you're over here, you may not have the sketch pad, but you can still let the teacher know what you did. So B divided by 4 is simply B. And what was 9 times 4 if you said 36? And what did I do? I divided by, nope, I didn't divide by 4. What did we do? Did we add? No, we didn't add. We multiplied by 4. You can see it over here. So I'm going to say multiply by 4. And that's your explanation. I multiplied both sides by 4, and that got me B equals 36. Again, if you have any questions about this process, make sure you ask your teacher.